Today we're taking a look at the Atlanta Hawks vs Phoenix Suns match, which is happening on Tuesday, March 30th, 2021 at 10:05 p.m., and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. The Suns are currently favored by 6.5 points for this contest, while the total sits at 225.5 points. The Hawks have suddenly dropped 3 of their last 4 games after falling to the Denver Nuggets in blowout fashion Sunday night. The offense was able to connect on 47% of their shots while nailing 12 treys. However, they were destroyed from the perimeter by a Nuggets team that shot over 50% in addition to making 15 three-pointers. Trae Young led the way with 21 points, yet committed 7 of the team's 11 turnovers, while John Collins missed 6 of 9 shots from the floor for just 11 points. The Hawks failed to cover as 5-point dogs and are 1-3 ATS in their last 4 outings. The Suns have won 7 of their last 10 games after taking out the Charlotte Hornets in overtime on the road by 4 points as they wrapped up their 4-game road trip with a 3-1 record. And while the offense struggled on the night, making under 40% of their shots, Devin Booker was able to go 11-12 from the free throw line while leading the team with 35 points, while DeAndre Ayton posted a double-double. The Suns won their 31st game of the year and remain in the top spot in the Western Conference. Despite the win, however, the Suns failed to cover as 6.5-point favorites versus the Hornets and have done so in 2 of their last 3, overall. If the Hawks hope to pull the road upset against the Suns, they will need to continue playing great defense. Before Nate McMillan took over as head coach, the Hawks were 14-20 as they ranked 22nd in defensive rating at 114.0. Since he was hired, the Hawks ranked 10th in the NBA with a 111.1 defensive rating. The Hawks also ranked 7th in net rating at plus 6.3 since his hiring, and they have been profitable for bettors backing them as they rank 2nd in spread differential as they have covered by 3.9 points per game. It is even more impressive to consider that the Hawks have improved this much defensively without their second best defender, DeAndre Hunter, for 9 of those 12 games in March. Hunter is the team's best wing defender, and his -7.9 on/off defensive rating ranks in the 93rd percentile among forwards and trails only Clint Capella's -8.2 defensive rating. The Hawks will need Trae Young at his best as a scorer and facilitator to pull the upset over the Suns. He will need to penetrate the Suns' defense to get quality looks for the plethora of shooting options on the wing and rim runners like Capella and John Collins. The Hawks will need to make shots against a stingy Suns defense that ranks 5th in defensive efficiency and 4th in effective field goal percentage allowed. Outside a stretch of games where the team was ravaged by COVID absences, the Phoenix Suns have been consistently good all season. They have compiled a record of 31-14 on the season, which puts them 2nd in the Western Conference. The Suns have won their last 2 games and 5 of their last 6 games. The Suns completed a 4-game road trip with a 101-97 overtime win over the Charlotte Hornets. It was an ugly game, as the Suns only shot 35% and only made 8 threes, but good teams win ugly, especially on the road. They won it by turning Charlotte over 20 times and making 25 free throws to 16 for the Hornets. Devin Booker led the Suns with 35 points while Chris Paul had 16. DeAndre Ayton was a beats inside with 14 points and 14 rebounds, while Michael Bridges had 14 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 6 steals. Phoenix Suns look for a win after winning 5 of their last 6 games. The Phoenix Suns are averaging 113.4 points on 48.5% shooting and allowing 107 points on 45.5% shooting. Devin Booker is averaging 25.1 points and 4.6 assists, while Chris Paul is averaging 16 points and 4.7 rebounds. DeAndre Ayton is the 3rd double-digit scorer and Michael Bridges is dishing 2.4 assists. The Phoenix Suns are shooting 37.4% from beyond the arc and 83.4% from the free throw line. The Phoenix Suns are allowing 34.1% shooting from deep and are grabbing 43.6 rebounds per game. So here are my betting suggestions for that game. Head to head, the under is 10-3 in the last 13 meetings overall. The Hawks are 1-3-1 ATS in the last 5 meetings in Phoenix, and the Hawks are 7-15-1 ATS in their last 23 meetings overall. The Hawks have fallen off the pace with 3 losses in their last 4 games, while the Suns have stayed high with 5 wins in their last 6 outings. The Suns won 3 of 4 games on their recent road trip, and now they return home after a day off. The Hawks are in the middle of a brutal 8-game road trip where they face a who's who of the best teams in the conference. This is the last really tough game of the trip, as the last 2 after this are less tough, and more winnable. The Suns present real problems for the Hawks, as they are one of the best defensive teams in the NBA, and that defense will wear down the already road-weary Hawks. My first betting advice is to pick Suns minus 5.5. The Hawks are 18-7 ATS in their last 25 Tuesday games and 6-2 ATS in their last 8 games following a ATS loss. The Suns are 21-8 ATS in their last 29 home games and 38-15 ATS in their last 53 games overall. The over is 6-2 in Hawks' last 8 road games. The under is 5-1 in Suns' last 6 overall. The Hawks are 1-3-1 ATS in the last 5 meetings in Phoenix and 7-15-1 ATS in the last 23 meetings. The under is 10-3 in the last 13 meetings. The Phoenix Suns are averaging 113.4 points on 48.5% shooting and allowing 107 points on 45.5% shooting. Devin Booker is averaging 25.1 points and 4.6 assists, while Chris Paul is averaging 16 points and 4.7 rebounds. DeAndre Ayton is the 3rd double-digit scorer, and Michael Bridges is dishing 2.4 assists. The Phoenix Suns are shooting 37.4% from beyond the arc and 83.4% from the free throw line. The Phoenix Suns are allowing 34.1% shooting from deep and are grabbing 43.6 rebounds per game. My second betting advice is to pick under 222.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.